G'day team, what I wanted to talk to you about today was some effective questions that you can ask yourself when it comes to setting some goals and finding out a little bit more about the why and what's going to keep you on track to achieving it. As well as if you're a personal trainer, you're a coach, these are some effective questions you could potentially ask a client to help get a little bit more emotion attached to these goals, because as we all know, that's what gets people to stick to their goals long term. Number one, what impact will achieving these goals have on your life? So what is going to be the positive impact that we're looking for here? If I'm dealing with someone who's losing 5 kilos. Once we've lost that 5 kilos, I want you to describe your life to me. What is it actually going to look like? Point number two, what's going to be the impact if you don't? So let's say 6, 12 months, we're sitting here, we're in the exact same spot that we are now. What impact is that going to have on your life and your confidence? An important thing with goal setting is that you want positive reinforcement. So number one, what's going to be all the good stuff that's going to happen when we achieve this goal, when you're doing well. So for example, when you're doing well, you want to use that positive reinforcement to keep you going. But it's important to get this other stuff here. So what impact is it going to have if you don't? When you're maybe not prioritizing the goal as much as what you should, particularly if it's a big goal, or particularly if it's a goal that requires a level of change. These are the questions that we really need to be asking them. Second one, what impact is it going to have on your life if you don't? If you're still sitting where you are in 6 to 12 months time, how is that going to make you feel? Question number three, if you were to continue on your current path of doing, X, Y, and Z, let's say, for example, not prioritizing your sleep, not prioritizing your health and fitness and drinking too much, where would that leave you in 5 to 10 years time? If you're doing this for yourself, you really want to paint a picture here so you actually understand where your current habits are going to take you. If in 5 to 10 years time, your current habits are going to lead to you being in a really awesome place, good on you. If your current habits are going to lead to maybe some negative outcomes, we need to address that. We need to be honest with ourselves. Number four, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it that we achieve these goals? So for example, if you've got someone who really positive stuff's going to happen if they achieve it, if they don't achieve that goal in 6 to 12 months, they're going to be feeling like shit. And if they continue as they are now over the next 5 to 10 years, they're probably going to have a heart attack and die. And they give you a 5 out of 10, or you give yourself a 5 out of 10 importance to achieving this goal. You really need to challenge them on that. Let's just take a backward step to rephrase. Number one, achieving these goals, it's going to help you feel the best you've ever felt in life. You're going to be feeling confident. You're going to feel like you can keep up with your kids, all that kind of stuff. What impact if you don't? You're going to feel like shit. You're going to lose confidence in yourself. What you're concerned about is that in 5 to 10 years time, you're going to develop type 2 diabetes like one of your parents. As a result, you're not going to be able to keep up with your kids. And you're giving me a 5 out of 10 importance? Talk to me about that. This can work whether you're doing it on yourself or whether you're a coach and you're doing that on someone else. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it that you achieve these goals? If it's a goal that's a maintenance of current habits, you don't need a high level of importance. If it's a goal that requires a significant degree of change, it's really important that we've got some profound emotions and profound importance attached to that, because that's what's going to get them through that valley of despair and prevent them from bailing out. And then number 5, what is the number one thing you need to focus on in order to achieve this goal? Sometimes, particularly when you've got a big goal that you're embarking on or a big change, it can be 50, 100 things, 20 things, even 5 things that you feel like you need to be doing. If I just take health and fitness, for example, you might think that you need to change your eating, start doing some cardio, start doing some strength training. Even if we look at stuff that's out there at the moment, you need to start doing some cold therapy, you need to use a sauna. And sure, all of those things have a benefit to some degree, but the most important thing for achieving a goal is you need to be able to identify what is the singular most important thing that you need to focus on in order to achieve the outcome that you're after. If you can identify that one thing, then start there. Once you're nailing that, look at introducing another one to potentially speed up or fast track your results. But the big thing is we want to come to an agreement on what the number one thing they're going to focus on. If I'm doing it with myself, I want to come to an agreement with myself as to the number one thing that I'm going to be doing to focus on achieving that goal. There's some 5 questions to help you find a bit more of a profound why and importance for you when it comes to your goal. Or if you're a coach or a trainer who's working with other people, they can be 5 great questions to ask your clients. Hope that was helpful. Look forward to chatting to you again soon.